Thank you,
Madam Speaker. I rise today to honor the service of our merchant mariners from World War II and to urge this House to provide them with the compensation that is many years overdue. I would first like to thank Chairman Filner for his tireless work and his commitment to this issue. As a representative from an area with a long maritime tradition, it means a lot to me personally. The merchant marines were an integral part of our fighting forces during the Second World War. Just like our war fighters, they answered the country's call. And just like those brave soldiers, sailors, airmen, and Marines, many of our merchant mariners made the ultimate sacrifice. Over 1,500 merchant marine ships were sunk during the war, many of them by German U-boats during the perilous crossing of the North Atlantic. By the end of the war, our merchant mariners had suffered the highest casualty rate of any service. Of the approximately 250,000 Americans who served on our merchant ships, more than 1 out of every 26 was killed. But despite these sacrifices, they were not granted the same benefits that other veterans received. They were promised benefits by President Roosevelt, but they were systematically cut out of the GI Bill, health care, loans, and the other tools that our grateful nation provided to our greatest generation. Even though many of our merchant marines were eventually granted veteran status many years later, the effects of their unequal treatment put them at a disadvantage that continues to this day. That is why I'm proud to be a co-sponsor of H.R. 23. This bill will provide each qualifying merchant mariner with a $1,000 monthly stipend, a small step in the right direction of acknowledging the great sacrifices that these brave men made. Madam Speaker, this is an injustice that should never have happened. It should have been fixed long ago, but with every year that passes, there are fewer and fewer of these men left among us. It is now 2009, over 63 years after the end of World War II, and it is long past time for us to right this wrong. I urge my colleagues to join me in supporting this bill and yield back the balance of my time.
The gentleman yields back the balance of his time. The gentleman